Welcome to Sin Bin Stream tonight in NHL Stanley Cup playoff hockey action. We have the Eastern Conference Final Game 2. Montreal Canadiens at Carolina Hurricanes. There went the phone. Pardon me. And the Canadiens won game 1. All right, let's check the audio. Seems okay. On Twitch. And all right, I gotta fix YouTube so I see the chat. 1 second. All right, there we go. Now. Seems okay. All right, well, we got about 9 minutes at least till the opening face-off. It will be Dobish in net for Montreal. He's 9-6, 2.48 goals against, 911 save percentage, no shutouts. Assuming it's Frederick Anderson, 8-1, 1.51 goals against, 932 save percentage, 2 shutouts. Derek, hello. Thanks for being here. Welcome. Hope you're having a good weekend. Happy Sunday morning to Australia and Random Aussie. Yeah, we've got about 8 more minutes till puck drop. I guess I could just start an 8-minute timer real quick. I'll speed it up if I see an update from TNT. On the HBO Max app, should have the anthems coming up shortly. Jeez Louise, they got 5 people at their pregame desk. I think that's enough talking heads. Pregame, intermission, postgame. The Lenovo Center in Raleigh, North Carolina. Canes down 1-0. First loss of the postseason in game 1. It was Montreal 6, Carolina 2. Wish they would get these lineup reports out quicker so I could see the scratches. Hey, Dan, what's up? Let's go Habs. I guess we're about to do the anthem. Still got Paul Bissonnette flapping his soup coolers. All right, Canes. Oh, yeah. What did I say? Lenovo Center? Yeah, Lenovo Center, Raleigh, North Carolina. Well, we got the officials. Oh, we do have the scratches, I guess. Kelly Sutherland, Gord Dwyer are the refs. Bevan Mills, Matt McPherson, the linesman. Martin St. Louis, the Montreal coach. Rod Brindamore, of course, for Carolina. They say Gallagher, Montebeau, Valeno, Jackeye, Beck, Engstrom, Reinbacher, and the other Jackeye, Florian Jackeye. For Carolina, they say Delorier, Mike Riley, Kotkaniemi, Kachetkov, and Serato. All right, they still got to do the anthems. Now the Canes are just taking the ice. Jeez Louise, this is going to... Yeah, we're not going to drop the puck before 6:15. Yeah, they say 135, but they're not going to get the anthems done in 135. Maybe it's 135 until they start the anthems. Again, Carolina in those black. I love this logo. I'm not a big fan of their hockey stick with the two hurricane flags on it. I don't understand. I don't know why they don't just wear the red with this logo. This logo's pretty good looking to me, I think. Connor, how are you? I'm okay, thank you. How are you? Back's a little stiff. Played pickleball with my youngest son. And we shot some hoops too at the tennis court. Ooh, but yeah, my back's a little stiff. Hope you're doing well. All right, are we ready for the anthems yet? I don't know. We're still talking. All right, I think we're finally ready. Sorry, my son's getting a breathing treatment. He's got a bad cough because of allergies. All right, it is Anderson as suspected and Dolbish, of course. Did we already do the Canadian anthem? No, we did not. All right, don't want to get copyright stricken. All right, let's get the roster report ready. Dolbich backed up by Fowler and Anderson backed up by Bussey. We know Serato, Riley, Delorier, Kotkaniemi, and Kochetkov, the third goalie, are the Carolina scratches. Again, for the Canadians, Gallagher, Angstrom, Beck, Florian Jacki, Reinbacher, Arbor Jacki, Valeno, and Montebeau, the third goalie, are the Canadian scratches. Still doing the Canadian anthem. All right, now we should be doing the national anthem, or the Star Spangled Banner. There we go. All right. Just gotta check the audio. Why is this not? Oh no, I didn't unmute it. Damn it. All right. Sorry, missed a little bit of the anthem. Oh no, I didn't unmute it. And I forgot to mute, so I bet you it echoed. I apologize. Forgot to mute it on the desktop. This is only like how many games I've done? Jeez Louise. Yeah, I don't. These black jerseys with the gray shoulders, fine, but the logo just with the hockey stick and the two hurricane flags, I don't understand. I prefer their regular logo. All right, we should be done with the anthems now. Should be ready to start. All right. I think we're finally ready. Wow. They are so overexposed. It looked, golly. Couldn't even see anything. They had the, what do you call it? The iris open too much or something. I don't know. It was so flooded with the light. So. All right, finally. This season versus Carolina, Dobish is 4-0, 10 goals on 131 shots. Trying to straighten up. Okay, are we finally ready to go? It's 6:16 Central. All right, Canadiens in white, left to right. It's sent in. Anderson tips it behind the net. Canes in black going right to left. Up ahead, Blake sends one wide of the net, or maybe it was tipped. And finally sent out by the Habs. No shots on goal. Newhook behind the net. Miller sent it to the far corner. And finally off the near boards. Pass to the far side. That was from Walker. He heads for a line change. Miller with the puck for the Hurricanes. And to the red line, he dumps it in. To behind the net of Montreal, the pass gets through. Suzuki digs it out in the far boards. Sent to the near side by Hudson. Picked up by Slavkovsky. We played a minute. No score. Taken behind the net by Slavkovsky. His pass gets knocked away. And looks like a whistle for probably Carolina offsides at 18:44. No shots on goal yet. Let's have a good game. I agree. Hoping the Canadiens win. And regardless of who ends up winning the series, I'll be rooting for them to go all the way. All right, back underway. They missed the draw. Near corner. Sent around by Montreal. Finally out ahead. That is Anderson looking. Sends it to the near corner. Carrier trying to dig it out. So is Svechnikov for Carolina. Puck gets knocked by Texier to the blue line. And finally, Carolina gets it out of their own zone. And it's in the near corner. Sent around behind the net. Slavin there. Sends it back behind the Montreal net. Now Montreal takes it. Carrier looking and dumps it in from the red line. Anderson plays it to the far corner. Jankowski gives it up to the far boards. Taylor Hall, I think, carries it in. Far corner. Doc sends it behind the net. Habs trying to dig it out of the near corner. It's sent back to Jankowski. Shot on net. How did that go in? What just happened? It's 1-0 Carolina. Looks like Robinson got the goal. What? I did not see how that one went in. Robinson from Carrier and Jankowski. A tip in. Redirected. Robinson tipped it. Yeah. That was, just nothing Dobish could do. He thought it was going blocker side. It got tipped by him glove side. That was a great play. Just bad defense. I mean, a heads-up play by Carolina. I mean, no question, but not good defense by Montreal. Just couldn't get anybody on the puck. All right. Montreal had it in now. It's going the other way. Taylor Hall centers it towards the net. Stan Coven battling for it. Evans tips it to Hudson. Taken away by the Canes. And finally, Evans picks it up. Canes have 2 shots on goal. Montreal, none. Robinson on the tip-in or the redirect from Carrier and Jankowski. All right. Sent in. And now Montreal has to regroup in their own zone behind their own net. I can't. This mic is driving me crazy again. All right, Chatfield takes it behind his own net, works it into the far corner. Canes finally get it out to the neutral zone. Pass ahead. Martinook taken out by the Montreal Canadiens. Sent in. They looked like they were offside. No call. Gostishbear sends it ahead. Aho leaves it. Shot by Nikishin. Somebody is down at Slavkovsky. He blocked the shot. Oh, no, he's missing a blade. Oh, no, yeah. He's trying to skate on one foot. Rebound sent wide and into the far corner. Wow. Montreal better wake up here. Neutralized, sent in. Chase to the far corner, and the Canes send it out. Drop pass to the far circle. Shot got blocked behind the net. So, yeah, Slavkovsky's fine. It's just he had to get a skate repaired. Must have had the blade knocked out. All right, sent behind the net now. And, the fans thought they scored. Into the near corner, sent around the net, far boards, and out. Texier pass up ahead, 1-on-1. Anderson near circle. Anderson sends it into the near corner. Still no shots on goal for the Habs. And who is that? Trying to get it out. Carrier for Carolina. Now the near board sent ahead. Tipped to the right wing. Sent to the left wing. Robinson in the near corner. Behind the net and out of the zone. Nobody there to keep it in. Red line dump in by Carolina. Dobish plays it to the far corner. Behind the net, that is Struble. Up ahead. Over the red line. Up past to the left wing. Return pass. Near circle. And out for Carolina. Into the O-zone. Jordan Stahl coughed it up. Pass ahead to Doc. Doc dumps it into the far corner. And both teams battling for the puck behind the net along the boards. Doc. And now, who is that? Oh, it's Bolduc. I couldn't see the number. They keep it in. Pass to Carrier. Long shot blocked. Gooley sends one. That is blocked as well. Sent out by the Canes, and icing is the call on Carolina. Excuse me, at 13:06. Oh, they tried the old Michigan play. I didn't even see that live. I think that was... Who was that? Jankowski, I think, tried to do it's like a lacrosse move to try and scoop the puck up and deposit it top shelf, but I think he lost it. All right. Canadians make up. Well, now Matheson takes it back in. Carolina's 6-1 when scoring the first goal. That's right. They were up 1-0 in game 1, but that's the only lead they had. Sent in. And to the far corner. Still trying to dig it out. Montreal can't clear it. Now they take it to the red line. Up the middle, Slavkovsky return pass. Caulfield couldn't get it in the crease. Still, they took a shot away from Carolina. Still no shots on goal for Montreal. I can't believe I didn't see that Michigan attempt earlier. Taken away. There was a Michigan Wolverine player that did it years ago. Boy, Dobich nearly knocked the net off the pegs trying to lean in on the near post. Aho has it. Leaves it at the blue line. Chatfield shot in traffic. Dobich rebound. Taken by Carolina. We might have a penalty coming at 11:41. Let's see what the call is. Or not. What's the holdup? What are they calling? Announcers weren't talking. I can't play it because of copyrighted music. Oh, Dobich knocked the net off. He did knock it off. That's the whistle. Okay. Yeah, this peg system is a little better, I think. Those nets didn't used to move so much. The redirection or the Michigan attempt? Are they going to call a penalty for this? For knocking it off? What players are in the top 5 all-time career playoff point leaders in Canadiens history? Wow. All right, no penalty, I guess. All right, sent out. Other way, 2-on-1. Caulfield towards the net. Or was that Demidov? Doesn't matter. It's in the near corner. I think it was Demidov. Now we get a penalty at 11:27. Stankoven going to head to the box. Demidov still mixing it up with Miller. Because Miller won't let go of his stick. Interference on Stanky. All right, well, Montreal heads to the power play and not a minute too soon. Stanky to the box for interference. Didn't see who he interfered with. Dobich doing his thing. Options. Yeah. Well, I got to go Rocket Richard. Guy Lafleur, maybe? Pocket Rocket. I'm trying to think of other Canadians. Other good Canadians, too. I'm drawing a blank for some reason. Should know a ton of Canadians. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. I don't know if Suzuki's been in the playoffs enough to be in the top 5. I'm going to say no, he has not. Oh. We'll check in on this eventually, but they're not starting for another 40 plus minutes. Stankoven was acquired in the second Mikko Rantanen trade, Carolina and Dallas. Oh, right. From Colorado to Carolina to Dallas. Right. Well, yeah, that's a good guess. Larry Robinson. That's a good one. Yeah, I'm thinking Maurice Richard and what was the pot? Henry Richard? Henry? I'm missing names. Maybe Toe Blake? You want to go that far back? Or was he Boston? No, that was like Eddie Shore and Toe Blake, maybe. I don't know. All right, Suzuki couldn't get to it, and it's cleared down the length of the ice by Carolina. Come on, Montreal. At least put one on net, for the love of God, here. 20 seconds already gone in the power play. Yeah, hard to read TNT's names at the bottom, too. Carolina cleared it again. Come on. Dobish leaves it behind the net. Pass. Slafkovsky drops it back. Suzuki up the middle. Suzuki in the far boards. And sent out again by Carolina. They have the puck in the O-zone. Pass to Miller. Miller to the blue line, and they dump it in behind the net. Dobish plays it to the near corner. Already a minute burnt off of this power play. All right, brought up. Texier heads back. They only have 45 seconds to go on their power play. Passed into the near boards. Doc back to the blue line. Tipped around behind the net. Carolina couldn't get it out this time. Off the near boards and sent out. 24 seconds to go. They haven't even gotten a shot. In fact, it looks like they gave up a shorthanded shot, or they're about to. Near boards for Doc, turned over immediately. We're going the other way. Robinson towards the net. Shot, save. Held on, I think, by Dobish, pushing and shoving at 9:33. There's the fifth shot on goal for Carolina. The power play is not over at 9:33. Why does NHL.com not have a power play up? Yeah, Robinson, a pretty good shot from a tough angle. 6 seconds on the Montreal power play, but they got a draw in their own zone. Near circle. Evans gets it back to Gooley, who sends it around. Anderson will skate it up over the red line and dump it in and chase. Back to 5-on-5. Far corner, battle for the puck. Evans and Anderson battling with Nikishin. Finally, the Canes get it out. They slipped, and the Habs take it away. Far circle, drop pass. Sent behind the net. Blocked, actually. Never mind. Under 9 to play, first period. Kept in at the blue line. Gooley passes. Far circle. Sent, tipped, and a goal! We're 1-1. Anderson put it in under the bar. Let's go. Montreal Canadiens. Let's go, Habs. Did I ring? I don't think I rang it. We'll do it again if we did. Anderson from Deneau and Gooley were all square at 1. Glove side high. 1 for 1 on shots. They're efficient. What a pass. Oh, it tipped off a Nikishin and went higher. Holy Toledo. I think it did. Looked like it. Anderson with the shot. His fourth. And just like that, it's 1-1. Under 8:40 to go in the first. Into the near corner. Did I forget to do the Robinson goal? Yeah, I think I did. Apologies. Try to get them both. Matheson sends it out, but it's taken right back. How is that not offside? I thought that puck left the zone. Near boards. Slavin kept it in. Sends it around to, Stahl. Sorry, Jordan Stahl. Far corner. Towards the net and another goal. No, it hit the post. Never mind. I thought it was in. Hit the post. Stahl rang it off the post. A hard shot. Yeah, I was going to say, TNT, a shot off the post is not a shot on goal. Wow. What a game so far. We're barely 12 minutes into the game. A lot of end-to-end action and good scoring opportunities. All right, pass to Kapanen. Then the Habs dump it in. Anderson plays it behind his net, falls down trying to get back to the crease. Taken by Aho. Pass to the red line. Far circle. Sent out. Bad pass by Svechnikov. Into the near corner again, though, for the Canes. Sent out by Montreal, near side. Who is that? Evans trying to dig it out, but Miller sends it out. No, not. Kept in by Carrier for the Canes. In the slot, sent wide. Oh, come on. Anderson just tripped Demidov. He had the stick out, and Demidov got tripped. Back to the blue line. They dump it into the near corner. Newhook lost it, though. Near boards and sent out by the Canes. And to the far circle, that shot was sent wide. Off the stick of Carrier on Carolina. Puck is in the slot, sent out to the blue line, kept in. Another shot blocked. Canadians send it out. Not far enough for icing. Chatfield sends it behind his own net. Under 6 to play in the first period. Sent ahead, and Matheson will get there before Robinson. He takes it behind the Montreal net. Hald comes after him behind the net and trips. Sent ahead up the middle. Pass got away. Sent ahead by Nikishin. And it's back behind the Montreal net. And sent ahead up the near boards. Tipped. Taken away by Carolina near the penalty box. Deneau flips it back to the defense, though. Sent ahead. Carolina sends it to the near side. Stankoven gets it back. Shot blocked by Hudson. Sends it into the near corner. Taken back to the point. Shot by Nikishin. Blocked. Sent into the far corner. Stankoven there. Stanky leaves it for Nikishin. Sends it behind the net. Texier gets there. Now Suzuki. Ehlers got there, though. Sends it behind the net. Carolina keeps it in. Stahl sent it to Blake. Stahl gets it in the near corner, and penalty, or is it off the netting? Well, I don't know what the ref was signaling. 4:39. Yeah, Stahl rang it off the left post. So blocker side. He had Dobish beat, but he rang it off the post. All right, we have the under 6 media timeout. Here's a big hint. 2 of the players in the top 5 eventually went on to coach the Devils to their first 2 Stanley Cups. Jacques Lemaire, then. The left wing lock of Jacques Lemaire. That's good. That's a big hint. Sports Stump. Let's go Candy Canes. I believe it goes by points. So if it's Colorado, Colorado. If it's Carolina versus Vegas, Carolina. I don't think Vegas gets home ice no matter who they face. I think Montreal would have home ice against Vegas. So I think if they go by points, it'd be Colorado, then Carolina, then Montreal. Don Cherry, bunch of jerks. Yeah, good game. Or good goal. Yep, good game. Habs catch a break. Stahl rang one off the post. All right, I don't think we did the visualizers. Here's Robinson's. It's in the near corner. Center out by Slavin. Jankowski centers it, and it's redirected. Carrier, and then Robinson directed it, tipped it past Dobich's glove side as he was favoring the blocker side. Anderson, it's sent around to the near boards. Kept in by Gooley. It was a great keeper. Deneau had it. Sent it to Anderson. Anderson sent it past... I think Nikishin may have tipped it higher. No, it hit his boot. It hit his skate. It wasn't his stick. They just showed it again. All right, we're back underway. And I got to catch the clock up. Sorry. And I got it too fast. Montreal behind their own net. Pass to Slavkovsky. Suzuki sends it to Caulfield behind the net. Slavkovsky's shot, centering pass went all the way to the boards and cleared out by the Canes. Not far enough for icing. Carrier there, number 45 for Montreal, has to swoop behind the net. Aho nearly took it away. Oh my gosh, I'm going to barf. They have the behind the net cam swooping back and forth. Don't ever do that, TNT. Yeah, ESPN was pretty annoying. Game 2 of the Knights Avs last night. Dobich behind his own net plays it to the near cords. At some point, second shot picked up. And finally, it's a frozen puck by Dobich, and they're all pushing and shoving, but nothing too major. All right, 6-2 the shots. Boy, Svechnikov went high on Hudson. All right. Oh, we got a penalty. Struble, the second man in. That can't be the only penalty. We'll wait to sort this out. You have got to be kidding me. Another. So I guess we missed the under 10 media timeout. This is the under 6 then. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That can't be the only call. It doesn't even say what it is yet. Well, if he is, he was like the second man in. That's ridiculous. All right. Well, 1-1 late in the first period. Got a good game going so far. Again, Robinson his second. He tipped, he redirected a shot by Carrier that was going to go blocker's side, and he tipped it glove side low past Dobich. Jankowski, the other assist. Anderson on a nice pass by Deneau. Sent a shot. It hit like the toe on the skate of Nikishin and went higher just under the bar. And Gooley, the other assist. You have got to be kidding me. That's the only call against Struble? Roughing of Svechnikov, even though Svechnikov had the first hit. How is that only a penalty on Struble? Ridiculous. Or did NHL.com not get it right? Nope, they did. It's Carolina on the power play. Pass tipped, sent behind the net and out. Cleared by Montreal. 1-1 the score. Power play. Oh, the postseason 12th for Carolina power play, 13th in PK. Montreal pass to the near circle. Miller sends it down towards the net. Hall knocked away in the slot. Back to the blue line. A keeper. Hall sends it around. Far boards, and Montreal clears it. Ugh, terrible camera work. Shots are still just 6-2 Carolina. All right, Carolina, Aho in the far circle. Lost the puck. Sent to Gooley. Far corner. And back to the blue line. Near side. Ehlers down low. Back to Ehlers. 42 seconds on the power play. Ehlers down low. Can't tell who that is. Ehlers gets it back. 35 seconds on the power play. That shot was tipped into the near corner. Sent towards the net. Wide into the far corner. Anderson trying to get there. And can't get it out. Uh-oh. We might have another penalty on Montreal. Fudge. At 1:44. Are we going to have a 4-on? No, we're going to have a 4-on-4. Svechnikov must have tripped, I think, Anderson. So that's the end of the Canes power play. Oh, boarding on boarding the call against Svechnikov of Anderson, yeah. Oh, that was a dangerous hit. Yeah, that's a bad hit. You can't be doing that. That's dangerous. Trying to say that Gooley was in the... Gooley wasn't in the way. That's not a pick. Nasty hit by Svechnikov. I think he's lucky to get away with just 2, to be honest. Face-off for the 4-on-4. Montreal kept it in. Nope, now Slavin takes it out. Pass. Towards the far circle. Slavin right through the middle into the near corner. Could not pull the trigger, or it was blocked. 3 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Now we head to a Montreal power play for 1:34 or so. They will have a little left if they don't get a goal on the power play right here when we resume in the second. All right, blue line, dump in. Tip behind the net. Demidov sends it to Suzuki. Trying to hit Slavkovsky in the slot. Didn't work. Actually, Demidov now. Down low. Is that Gooley? No. Slavkovsky sends it through to the far boards. 45 seconds to go on the power play, and Carolina got it to neutralize. Demidov takes it in. Demidov. Oh, it got out of the zone. Hudson will have to clean it up. Hudson all the way back, takes it behind his own net. Under 30 seconds in the first period. Red line. And sent out. Carolina the other way. Aho got poke checked. Good play there by the Montreal Canadiens. Oh, turned it over. 2-on-1. The other way. Shot wide with 4 seconds left. Oh my gosh, they nearly gave up a shorty. Miller's shot was wide to end the period. Shots are 7-2 Carolina, but the score is 1-0. Or sorry, 1-1 though. 1-1 after 1. Aho had a 2-on-1 with Jarvis. I think Jarvis just didn't get all of it, was what happened. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Yeah, I think it's a big surprise, no doubt. I don't think anybody had Vegas being up. I don't think anybody had Vegas winning 2 games, let alone the first 2. You know, I'm thinking most people would have thought sweeper in 5 for Colorado. Now we know we're going 6. Oh, which, well, if Vegas doesn't sweep, that is. I think it's a big surprise. I agree. Did the Sabres lose to the Dallas in the Stanley Cup? Yes. That was like late 90s. Brett Hall with the game winner past Hasek, but Hall was in the crease, so it really shouldn't have counted under the rules back then. I forgot what specific year. Like 98 or 99, somewhere in there, I think. Troy Terry will have surgery to repair chronic hip impingement. And his stats start next season for Anaheim is unknown. I was just going to say Terry on the Ducks. Oh, that stinks. Yeah, that was sad also. I guess he had pneumonia and something else. Pneumonia and like some sort of infection. Yeah, he got sepsis after he acquired sepsis after having pneumonia. Too young, 41. He had just turned 41 in May, too. Just sad for his family. All right, let's do the visualizers again in case you missed it. Again, so far no edits, still 7-2 the shots. And the Montreal start with 16 seconds left of a power play, 5-on-4. So Robinson from Carrier and Jankowski. Robinson sends it around. Slavin gets there, sends it around to Jankowski. A nice pass from Jankowski to Carrier, and then when Carrier shot it, here, we'll watch it again. Robinson redirected it. So right here, great pass, tipped as Dobish was going to his right, blocker side, it went glove side on a redirect. Then Anderson scored from Deneau and Gooley. It's in the near boards. Hall turned it over. Gooley sent it to Deneau. Deneau found Anderson, and it tipped off of Nikishin's top of his boot or his skate and went higher past Anderson. That's why it's 1-1. 7-2 shots on goal. 1-1 the score. 7-2 Carolina, that is. 1-1 the score. Face-offs are 7-4 in favor of Carolina. Power play 0 for 1 Montreal, and they're in the middle of their second. That's right, because Carolina... Wait a minute. Yeah, Montreal had a power play, then Struble... No, other way around. So they had a power play. Okay, well, technically... Yeah, I was going to say... Carolina's 0 for 1. They had a short one. I think they just updated that because I think they didn't have... Anyway, both teams are 0 for 1. Montreal's on their second one. It's almost over, though. 13-7 hits. Carolina. 5-4 blocked shots. Montreal. 8-7 giveaways. Montreal. 3-1 takeaways. Carolina. All right. NBA, another 15 minutes from starting, I think. Should be MLB going. Oh, yeah, we got some finals. Tigers-Orioles postponed. That one's going to be made up tomorrow. I guess that's a doubleheader. Rays-Yankees will be made up September 22nd. Royals 5, Mariners 0. That's a final. In Atlanta, Nationals 2, Braves shutout 2-0, 1 hit. Marlins 4, Mets 1. In Boston, Twins 4, Red Sox 2. In San Francisco, Giants 10, White Sox 3. Blue Jays 5-2 over the Pirates in Toronto. Cubs get shut out at home 3-0 to the Astros. Reds lose 8-1 at home to the Cardinals. Still 3 games yet to start. And in the WNBA, I'm trying. Sky lost to the Lynx at home, 85-75. Tempo losing at home to the Fire. Fire 91, Tempo 72. Oof, in Toronto, 2:54 to go. Fourth quarter, Sparks Aces on CBS coming up. Nope, I did not mean to do that. I guess that's good enough. We can see all the scores. All right. The Devils have relieved goalie coach Dave Rogalski of his duties. Additionally, Sergei Brylin, assistant coach, will take on a new role. Okay. Sheldon Keefe also remains as head coach. Yeah. And earlier this week, Lindy Ruff, 2-year extension. How many Stanley Cups did the Sabres lose? That I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Good question, but I don't know. Many locker room turmoil scenarios. Yeah, that's not good. All right, I need to get some water and take a quick break. Let me cue up the music. Yeah, I should get the list of Stanley Cup winners up on like Wikipedia and look at that, but I need to take a quick break. Sabres lost twice. Yeah, I knew they lost to the Stars. I couldn't think of the other one though. But there's the answer. Okay, I'm just trying to find my music. Come on, why isn't this working? All right. Interesting first. Two shots on goal, yeah. Period. We got 3. So it's a third. 3 20-minute periods. Once to Philly. Oh, was that had to be in the 70s then? Yeah, I knew the Dallas one in the 90s. The Rangers, yeah. I have Rangers a hoodie. My friend's a Rangers fan too. All right, I'll be right back. Thanks everybody. right, just about set for the second period, and it looks like we got another final in the WNBA. Yep. Fire win in Toronto, 99-80. Ugh. Sparks 2-0 on the Aces. No score in Las Vegas with the Aces, 9:43. I thought they had a basket. Oh, never mind. All right, let's take this stuff down. All right, short power play to resume for the yeah, no worries. I know you meant it. I knew you knew it. Yeah, first period. The Rags too early in Oz. Oh, and no, you're fine. You're fine. All right, we are underway. And power play just about over already. Habs and White going right to left. Suzuki lost the puck. That's it. Back to 5-on-5 out of the box. Poke check by Dobish, and Slavkovsky has it for the Habs. Red line. And pass to the far side. Well, now back in front of the net. Now Dobson goes behind the net. Sent ahead, neutralized right by the Canadian bench and dumped in. All right. Carried in by the Canes. It's behind the net now. Montreal brings it out. Long pass ahead. Evans into the near boards, sends it, but the Canes get it out. Nope, it goes behind the net to Anderson. Sent out to neutralize. Gooley turned it over. Jarvis had it, but now Gooley gets it back and sends it ahead. Hall sends it up, and now we got a whistle at 18:25. Carolina picked up a shot on goal, 8-2. Oh, 75 to the Flyers. Gotcha. That's all right, Connor. We'll let it go. Sent ahead by the Canes. I can't see numbers because we've got we got it side by side, and the screen is smaller because they're showing the interview with St. Louis. Finally dumped in. We're back to full screen. Dobish plays it to the near corner. Pass got away and sent through the crease into the far corner. Dobish had some trouble with that. Dobish dropped the stick. He can't pick it up. No, it wasn't his stick. It was a stick for somebody else. He threw it into the corner, and the linesman picked it up, I think. I don't know. Probably the ref. Sent down the length of the ice now by the Canes. Couple of hits into the far corner. Hudson sends it ahead. And drop pass. Blake brings it up. Blake to the far circle. I think I hear an ice cream truck. Boy, I haven't heard that in years. Blake with it at the blue line. Tipped wide by Taylor Hall. Far corner, now back to the blue line. Slavin kept it in. Pass now. Blake sends it towards the crease. It's sent out. Canadians have it to the neutral ice. Picked up by Doc. Doc skates it in. Far circle. Puts on the brakes. Sends it around to the near corner. And Still battling. Suzuki in the near corner. Slafkovsky there now. Carolina couldn't get it. Gooley keeps it in. Cross ice pass. Blue line. Caulfield sends it around behind the net into the near corner. Gooley with a shot. That did not get through. Gooley with the rebound. Leaves it. Slafkovsky at the point. Pass to Suzuki. Suzuki to the near circle. Caulfield with a shot. Too wide. Into the far corner. And Stankoven sends it across. And dumps it in. Gooley takes the pass from Dobish. Now the Habs dump it in. And this is icing on Montreal at 15:41, 8-2. The shot still just one. Yeah, that stick was stuck in Dobish's left skate. Yeah, no wonder he was working on it. He had trouble getting that stick out of his skate. That was wild. I've never seen that. That was so strange. Face off in the far circle after the icing. Habs get it out. Far circle shot save there by Anderson, his third of the game. Oh, sorry, his second. 3 shots. All right, Carolina dumped it in. Matheson gets to it after a pass. And now the Canes skated in again. Far circle shot, too wide. Into the near boards. Yeah, I can't say I've ever seen a stick stuck in the skate of the goalie. Carolina keeps it in. Walker towards the net, gets knocked down. Centering pass, near side. Down low. Aho puts it to the blue line. Sent around by Miller. Far corner. Habs can't get it out yet. Newhook finally pushes it out to neutralize. Demidov picks it up, dumps it in. They head for a line change. As we have 14:20 to go here in the second period. Into the near boards. Taken towards the net. Who was that on the wraparound? I keep forgetting who 28 is. Carrier for Carolina. Robinson now with it. His pass gets knocked out. Danault across ice pass. Anderson picks it up off the far boards. Takes it behind the net. Centers it. Tipped. Danault couldn't get it on net though. Near corner. Texier. Nikishin was battling him, and it's sent out by Carolina. They picked up their 9th shot. And Hudson behind his own net, waiting for the breakout and or line change. Kapanen up ahead. Offsides the call against the Habs. 13:25. That should be the under 14 media timeout. I think the shots are just 2-1 Carolina in the second period. All right, under 14 media timeout. Let me catch up on the chat. Classic TNT camera angles. Yeah, always. What is the longest overtime in the Stanley Cup? Oh, in just the finals? Yeah, I'd have to look it up. March 24th, 1936 is the day of the longest Stanley Cup final game. Gotcha. Oh, they are related. Yeah, I didn't know that. I just keep forgetting. I know what number Carrier is on Montreal, but I keep forgetting who 28 is on Carolina. Yeah, no, I didn't know they were related. Thank you. All right, early in Las Vegas, Sparks 14, Aces 11, 5:13 to go in the first. Early in Cleveland, Knicks 9, Cavs won. 10:06 in the first. Let's get the game cast going. Yeah, we'll count this down later. I think it just holds the ad when you go away. All right, we are back from break. Whoops, I hit the wrong thing. It was 6 overtimes, Red Wings and Maroons. Yes. Well, wait, the Maroons? I thought they won in 35. I guess that doesn't mean they won. Final score is 1-0. Yeah. I forgot what year they folded. They didn't make it to the 40s. I know that. They were like, just ceased operation. We're going to come back, but they never came back. They finally, NHL folded them for good for in 48. They won in 26 and 35. Not sent out. Actually, it's at the neutral ice. I meant not kept in by Carolina. And what was the call there at 13:05? Yeah, I was going to say I figured Detroit won because Maroons won in 35. I guess I didn't realize they made it back after winning in 35. 1926 and 1935, I think. Yeah. Whew. Center ice draw, and they missed it because they were showing the Western Conference playoff bracket for some reason. Dumped in. Dobish behind his own net. Plays it to the far boards. Kept in. Dobson is trying to pin it against the boards, I guess, in his own end. Oh! Sure looked like Matheson got tripped, and then I think he tripped Martinook right back. Ref not watching anything. Ooh. Stahl, I think, was trying. I don't know if he got all of Suzuki, but that was a hard hit. Suzuki near corner. Sends it to Slavkovsky, who takes it out nearly to the blue line. Puts it back behind the net. Slavin there for Carolina. He sends a saucer pass to neutral ice. Picked up by Carrier for Montreal and sent. Slavkovsky dumps it in. Behind the net. Evans and Newhook trying to get to it. Picked up by Aho. Pass. Now they send another one to the near side. Long pass ahead on net. And Dobish decides to freeze it at 11:43. Come on, that was a shot on goal. I thought that might have been wide. Oh, no, I guess it wasn't. Wow, that one took a funny hop. It got redirected a couple times. It took some wild bounces off the ice. Wow. 38, okay. Yeah, 26 and 35. Yeah, I was pretty sure. I just didn't realize they had made it back in 36, though. I thought they were pretty bad in their last, I guess it was their last 2 seasons. I just didn't hear about 36 for some reason. Face off. And taken out by the Canadiens. Demidov lost it, though. Carolina the other way. Aho looking. Walker misplayed it. It's into the far corner. Gooley got hit. Near boards. Newhook sends it out. Up ahead. Demidov near circle. Drop pass. Can't see who has it. Back to the blue line. Shot. Blocked into the far corner. Gooley sends it behind the net to Evans. Evans looking in the far circle. Back to the blue line. Sent to the near corner. Demidov. And he gets knocked off the puck. And it's sent out by the Canes. Picked up by Hudson. Pass. Taken away, though, on the return pass. Slavin dumps it in to the far corner. Stankoven couldn't get there in time. Texier the other way. Falls down. And it's sent out by Carolina. Ice must be choppy here in Carolina. We've had a lot of people fall. Dump in by the Canadiens. Centering pass. Shot. Too wide. Pretty good scoring opportunity for Montreal, but bad shot. And that is Carrier for Carolina. Far corner. Stankoven centers it. Shot by Nikishin. Too high or wide. Kept in by Gostisbehere. Behind the net, they try to wrap around. They lost the puck. Blake picks it up. To Nikishin on the pass. That was from Stankoven. Don't think that got through. At some point, Montreal picked up their fourth shot, and they took one away from Carolina. 9-4 the shots. We played half of regulation. 1-1. Both teams, I thought, were trying to get at least a couple players changed. It's dumped in by Carolina again. Far corner. Rebound off a tough angle. Chatfield passes. Sends it behind the net. Chatfield keeps it in again, near boards. Far corner, Ehlers sends it to Jankowski. He takes it back to the blue line. And, well, they're just running around, or skating around in circles. Shot was too high. Robinson sends it around, and we've got a penalty coming up, and it's going to be on Montreal at 8:52. Rutrow. Oh, maybe not. What? They called Dobish for like having his stick up and not hooking, but interfering. Are you kidding me? So it's going to be a Carolina power play. Oh, brother, what a call. That's a crazy game. Yeah, 1-0. That's a long, crazy game. The Wanderers, I've heard of the team, but yeah, no. I know they were before the Canadiens and the Maroons, I think. I'd have to look. 17-18 inaugural season, they played the first game in NHL history, won that game, then lost the next 5 and had to suspend operations. Yeah, probably because of the flu outbreak or World War I. Oh, their arena burned down. Oh, yeah. I probably heard that and forgot. Yeah, I don't know how many overtimes they've lost. Oh, excuse me. 10-4. No, they finally gave a shot back again to Carolina. 10-4. Okay, where's the call? We know it's interference against Dobish. We don't know who's serving it. There we go. So Bolduc is going to serve it for Dobish. All right, so Carolina, the power play. Interference on Dobish. And Carolina gets a power play. All right, just about set to return. Yep, Bolduc to serve it for Dobish. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Sorry, long day. Wore myself out playing pickleball. All right, Gostisbehere at the point. It'd be nice if TNT keyed the players with the puck, but like every other hockey broadcast does, but they don't. Or name tags, tags them. Still trying to dig it out. Carrier and Matheson had it pinned against the boards for Montreal. Back to the blue line, Gostishbear. Far boards or far corner. Can't see their numbers. Near side shot too wide. I think that was Svechnikov. Down low to the far side. Yeah, we've got okay, a shot wide into the near corner. Svechnikov, Aho, Jarvis, Stahl, and Gostishbear. All right, sent to the far side. 1 minute already expired on the power play or the penalty. Aho in the near boards. Back to Gostishbear. Far circle. Can't see the number. Shot shattered his stick. That was probably Aho. Pass down low. Aho back with a new stick. Far circle. Shot from the point, too high, 88 off the stick of Gostishbear. Aho keeps it in. Aho pass to Gostishbear. 20 seconds on the power play. Just passing between Aho and Gostishbear. Down low for Svechnikov. Shot towards the net, tipped by Dobish. Gets behind the net. Sent to the far circle. Shot, into the near boards and to the neutral ice. That'll do it. Power play is over. We're back to 5-on-5. They got one shot on net. All right, taken up by Montreal. Up the middle. Newhook. Bolduc sends it around. Capping into the blue line. That shot was too high. Taylor Hall in the near corner for the Canes. Kept in, though, again by Evans. Bolduc trying to dig it out. He sends it around. Dobson keeps it in by the Montreal bench. Shot by Kapanen, blocked. Carolina the other way. Stankoven pass. Gets taken away by Montreal. Pass to Gooley near boards. Gooley long pass ahead. Bolduc chases in the far corner. He sends it behind the net near corner. We're under 6 minutes to play in the second period. Taken out by Stankoven. Pass to Ehlers. Ehlers sends it to the far circle. Stankoven back to Ehlers towards the net. Tipped out by Montreal. Races on. Miller gets there first. Passes to Chatfield. Chatfield works it up the near boards. Dump in from the red line. Dobish missed it behind the net. Suzuki trying to dig it out. Sends it to Hudson behind the net. Far circle pass out to the neutral zone. And Suzuki leaves it for Slavkovsky. Suzuki carries it in. Far circle. Pass. Got away. Caulfield can't get to it. Sent out by the Canes. 11-4 still the shots. Unbelievable. 1-1. Icing the call at 5:01 for Carolina. Sabres lost in 3 OTs in 99 to Dallas. Oh, yeah, I knew it was overtime. Didn't realize it was 3. Thank you. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. The no-goal game. Yep. Should not have been a goal under the rules at the time, but they weren't about to clear the ice, I guess. They're too chicken to fire up the fans and hear the ire. Shot was wide. Come on. Why do we have the behind the net cam? Into the near corner. 4:45 to go in the second. Neutral zone. Gooley taps it back. Return pass to Gooley. Gooley sends it ahead. Texier sends it in. Near corner. Deneau couldn't get to it. And Aho sent it out to neutralize. Dumped in by the Habs, though. Anderson. Now it's sent up the near boards by the Canes. Far circle shot too high. Out to the neutral zone. Another dump in. They'll have to tag up. Carrier gets it for the Montreal. Pass to neutralize. Taken by Miller and dumped in. Matheson has it. Under 4 to play in the second period. Sent into the far corner. Taken behind the net by Miller. Sent up but not out by the Canes. Now they get it at the neutral ice. But Evans already has it from Montreal. His pass is stolen. Or taking it away. Jankowski a shot too high. Into the far boards. Sent towards the net. Blocked and sent out by Montreal. Quickly ahead. Demidov leaves it. Oh, he couldn't get it to Carrier. Carolina going the other way. Near circle. Near corner. Carrier for the Canes sends it out. Chatfield will have to pick it up for Carolina. He takes it behind the net. Passes. Slavin sends it around. Canes have it. Ehlers. Far circle shot. A goal. What is Dobish doing? It looked like it should have been an easy save. It's 2-1 Carolina. Ay, ay, ay. That did not look like a good goal for Dobish to give up. I mean, not that there's ever one, but that looks soft. Ehlers from Martinook and Slavin. Ehlers stole it at neutral ice or took it away. Got through 2 defenders and then went 5-hole against Dobish. Come on, Dobish. Close the legs or get the pads or the stick down. Oh, you gotta have that one. Stahl would have been there for any rebound, but Hudson and I don't know who the other defender was got fooled badly on that play too. So not all the blame, a lot of the blame on Dobish, but the defense was sloppy there too. Heck of a play though by Ehlers, his third. No assist. That's not right. There definitely should be an assist on that goal. Bolduc couldn't dig it out. But now he sends it in from the blue line. Doc battling in the near corner. Jeepers, they have 1 goal on 4 shots. 2 shots each period. Shot blocked. Rebound. Kept in. But Stankoven still can't get it out. Canadians thought they kept it in, but at the red line. Turned over by Carolina. Pass to Matheson and sent ahead. Gostish Bear passes up ahead to Stankoven. Dumped in. Haven't seen a ton of Jarvis tonight, if I'm honest. Assuming I don't think he's scratched. They did give an assist to Slavin and Chatfield. Shot, and that is into the far boards. Whoops. Oh, I just screwed up the time. Sorry. Yeah, I accidentally, whoops. Dang it. I accidentally clicked the wrong button. I went to overtime on accident. And that screwed up the clock. All right, 1:18 to go in the second is the correct time. Each team picked up another shot. 14-5. So a 5-hole goal given up. They were showing. Oh, man. They hit the post, too, Carolina. Another shot. Another save by Dobish. 114. Wait, are we due? Oh, I guess we never got the under 16 media timeout. All right. Letnin, Madonna. Isn't wait Letnin a goalie? I thought maybe third overtime. Jeez. Oh, 2-1. Gotcha. Yeah, it should not have been a goal. It was 6, not 7, but that game shouldn't have ended the way it did. Hey, Yin Yang, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, go Habs. Bad goal given up. Yeah, I don't know. Yep. Stu Barnes. Wayne Primu. Zhitnik. I think Zhitnik. Yeah, I remember Zhitnik. I don't know. They've been in twice. So, yeah. 12. So 12 total in 2 series. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I don't have time to look it up right now. Oh, goal visualizer. All right, pass ahead. Tipped away. Taken away by Ehlers. Ehlers gets around Caulfield and Hudson and beats Dobish 5-hole. Yeah, Caulfield and Hudson didn't really help him at all, but Dobish has got to make that save. He got beat 5-hole. Man. Oh, wonderful. We get a false start on the draw, and we're seeing the schedule. Like, we don't all already know the conference finals schedule. All right, sent behind the Montreal net to the near side. Red line up the middle. Oh, man, a late offsides call on Montreal? Why are they so slow to whistle these plays dead? I don't understand. It's not just, man, the linesmen are just terrible. All right, red line dump in, 1 minute to go. Canadians, oh, Hudson, he tried to keep it in. It's taken away by Ehlers. Dump in by the Canes. Dobish behind his net. Plays it to the far boards. Kept in at the blue line. Shot tipped into the far corner. Dobson there. Dobson gets hit. Uh-oh. Something happened to a Canes player. They're up, but slowly skating to the bench. Yeah, immediately off. I don't know who was that, Aho or somebody else? I don't know what happened. It was far corner. Pass to the near boards. Hudson has it. 12 seconds. I guess the Canes are just going to sit. I don't know. Pass up ahead. Actually, Suzuki towards the net. Shot. Rebound. Cleared out of there with 3 seconds. Quick strike there at the end of the period. That is it. End of 2. See if there's any. Another Canes player is down. What the heck happened? Another shot picked up, and I bet you they won't start this clock right away. They're going to take their time probably. 15-6 the shots. 2-1 the score now. Suzuki with a last second shot. Oh, he got poke checked by Svechnikov. Damn it. What a play by Svechnikov. I mean, I suppose that's still a shot on goal. And then what happened here? A hit along the far boards. That wasn't it. I don't know who was down. Uh-oh. Are they going to have a call here? Are they? Uh-oh. There's a review for a 5-minute penalty. Okay, so this, I'm going to have to reset the clock. Oh, brother. I don't think we've started the intermission clock yet. What happened to Miller? Oh, Texier put one below the belt on Miller. That's a dirty play. That's spearing. That's going to be a 5-minute major for spearing. Oh, my goodness. What are you doing, Texier? You're down 2-1, and that's intent to injure. You could be gone. And there was a high stick by Dobson on Carrier. That one I think they missed. Oh, my goodness. What an ugly look. Yeah, I think they... I guess they called 2 minutes for slashing. That should have been a 5-minute major for spearing. That should have been a game misconduct for intent to injure. I got to side with the Canes on this. That's ugly. You can't have that. Texier just took the blade of the stick and went right between the legs of Miller, and down went Miller. That's a nasty play. That might be a suspension. Right before the period ended, the Montreal player took his stick and just took the blade and went right between the guy's legs. And I mean, that could be an intent to injure. They didn't call it that way, but it really should have been. Oh, great. We get to see Gritty in a commercial. Oh, brother. 15-6 the shots. So at any rate, it will be a Carolina power play. You know what? I'm going to put that in now because otherwise I'll forget. All right, so let's go ahead and put the penalty in. They said slashing on Texier. That should have been a 5-minute spear and a game misconduct for intent to injure. I'm sorry. That was a really bad look by Texier. Still rooting for not Colorado, Montreal, but yeah, thanks, Connor. Appreciate it. Does the schedule include first Flyers home game that will be covered by TNT? Oh, I don't know. Have we even seen the schedule for next year? I haven't even looked. Yeah, it's too bad. Yeah, he got poke checked. Yeah, I hear you. That was a nasty play. I'm sorry. You got to say 5-minute major for spearing, and you got to say intent to injure and give him a game misconduct. That was an ugly look. Well, it's not 1-1 anymore. Carolina has the 2-1 lead through 2 periods, 40 minutes. I think we did the Ehlers goal, but I'll do it again. All right, pass ahead, taken away. Ehlers got it, went right by Caulfield and Hudson and put it 5-hole past Dobish. And it looked like it was Martinook that got him the puck. Yeah, how come, wait, Slavin? How did Chatfield get an assist? Wait a minute, what? Chatfield didn't touch the puck, at least not according to this. I thought Martinook might get an assist. I guess they're saying, how come it was Slavin from Chatfield? I don't know, weird. All right, so, yep, that's it. Slashing, which, I'm sorry, they got that call wrong. I got to agree with, I don't know if they said it, but they were reviewing for a 5-minute major, but I think it should have been. All I heard Eddie Olczyk say is that's not slashing, and we'll leave it at that. But I think that's 5 minutes spearing, intent to injure, game misconduct, or at least a misconduct. Maybe it can, but I feel like intent to injure is a game misconduct. I don't understand it. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my God, how immature are we on the TNT broadcast? Doing falsetto and talking about I don't even want to repeat the word they used here on YouTube. I have to guess it was Paul Bissonnette. I mean, so stay classy, big nasty, whatever your stupid biz nasty or whatever stupid nickname is. Good Lord. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. No, that was Montreal. That wasn't Carolina being dirty. That was Texier of Montreal going dirty on Miller. I didn't see anything that Carolina did. 2-1. Go to a doctor's office. I know. Hey, Jack, welcome. Well, I saw the ref getting... how many times are they going to show this replay, by the way?
I find it amazing that this is rubbing off on you.
Oh, brother. Golly, grow up, Bissonnette. Jeez Louise. Zamboni, nice. I saw the ref getting his, his lungs checked. 2 shots on goals. Yeah, 2 in the first. Oh, you're right. They took 1 away. It's not 6. What the heck? All right, it's back to 15-5. Yeah, I don't know how. They're fortunate to be down only 2-1 with only 5 shots in 40 minutes. That's embarrassing. Oh, man, and Dobish has got to make that save. Hudson's got to get there to not let that shot through by Ehlers. 3 shots on goal. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they might have 9. They might get 4. Oh, right before the time expired, or as it expired, Texier had his stick, the blade this side, turned to his left and put the blade between the legs of Miller, and he only got called 2 for slashing. They did review it for a potential 5 minutes. I thought, I agree with Eddie Olczyk, that's not slashing. I think it should have been a 5-minute major for spearing. But I guess they do have, I was going to say, they do have butt ending. Maybe that's not a spear, but I think that's intent to injure. I think that should have been a game misconduct. Or at least 5 and a misconduct, which would be 15 minutes of the third. And I don't know. You got to think it might be intent to injure. Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh. I regretted unmuting it. I don't know why I bothered. I knew I hated Bissonnette. I don't need any more proof. Mike Modano. Yeah. Greatest American-born hockey player. Unless you say Patrick Kane because of the points, but you can probably flip a coin between Modano and Kane. All right, so shots. I think they finally are done editing. 15-5. 2-1 Carolina. They picked up that goal by Ehlers from Slavin and Chatfield. I still don't understand those assists. I'd like to see an actual replay of the goal. Oh, it was that was Carrier's stick that got stuck in. I've never seen a stick get stuck in the goalie's skate before. That was wild. Yeah, they called an interference on Dobish, which I don't know about that one. Faceoffs 13-10 Montreal. 0 for 2 power play Montreal. 0 for 1 Carolina? That's not right. Wait, hold on. No, that's wrong. They should be 0 for 2 already. I don't understand that. That should be 0 for 2 for Carolina. Struble at 16:36, it got wiped out. But they had a little bit of power play time before it was 4-on-4. Yeah, Carolina should already be 0 for 2, and they should have another. They should be in progress of their third, or about to get their third. I don't understand. That NHL.com is wrong. 35-15 the hits, Carolina. Wow. 13-9 block shots, Montreal. Giveaways 13-11, Carolina, and 6-2 the takeaways, Carolina. Yeah, I don't get it. That they should already be 0 for 2. Maybe let me see if the game summary is more accurate. This game center link is just sometimes wrong. Yeah. See, they have Carolina 0 for 2 on the power play. I knew they were. And same with Montreal. 7 shots for the Canes in the first, 8 in the second. 2 for the Canadiens in this first, 3 in the second. One of them in the final final seconds, I think. No, I think they took that one away. At any rate, so 15-5 of the shots. All right, I got to take a quick break. We'll have hockey tomorrow, 7 o'clock. So a little over 23 hours. No. Yeah. Avalanche travel to Las Vegas to take on the Golden Knights. Game 3, Knights up 2-0. Also Mercury Dream at 2 tomorrow. Gotcha. Yep. I saw. Yeah, it was a questionable call at best. All right, let's leave you on, let's see, WNBA, Sparks and Aces tied at 45, 2:26 to go, second quarter. I'll let this stupid ad play out. It just freezes on screen. That's so dumb. 43-34 Knicks, 8:29 to go in the second quarter. All right, we'll leave that up while I take a break. Let me quickly find a short song here. I'll just go for the first song. Nope. We need something really short. There we go. I'll be back. Thanks. Okay, we're back. I don't know if TNT is not, though. Still at commercial. Let's eliminate the music. 43-39. Knicks over the Cavs. $7:13 in the second. I gotta adjust this mic again. All right, again. Power play time for Carolina, already with the 2-1 lead. Go Knicks, says Connor. Yes, 4 more. We're at 16. Yeah, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Doing one or both helps to get the channel recommended to other viewers. This will help me grow the channel. I thank you all for your support. Please follow on Twitch if you have a Twitch account. It's the same stream. It is faster and commercial free. I'm going to get out. They must not have started their clock until after the review for the major, I think, is the problem. All right, let's get it. I think I started my clock too early. All right, come on, TNT. Yeah, they're still at commercial. Let's go, Knicks. Josh Hart. Wait. Oh, are you talking Knicks? Knicks. Yeah. All right, let's go, Habs. I don't know what is going on this game. Not a good game by Montreal at all. But they're only down 2-1, but they're going shorthanded for the first 2 minutes. All right, just about set. Whoops, I need to move that over and this to there. Underway. Whoops. All right, Carolina finally brings it into the zone. It's back to the neutral ice already. Gostish Bear with the puck. Carolina in black, right to left. Canadians in white, left to right. Gostish Bear shot wide. A rebound far boards. They just put Carolina power play underneath and it said 2 minutes. They didn't have it synced to the clock. Oh, TNT, you're so terrible. Shot from the slot, sent to the far boards. So you wouldn't even know they're on the power play right now, just looking at the screen. But it is a 5-on-4, I promise you. Aho sends it down. Aho gets it back. Aho towards the net, behind the net. Pass, shot. Oh, wait. No goal. Did that hit the post or something? Thought Aho had made a great pass through the crease to the near side and thought they had tucked it in. I guess it was high. I thought the ref was skating towards the net to say goal. He was just switching sides for some reason. Got thrown off by that. Blue line keeper, roughing in. Linesmen have not been good today. Finally, the Habs clear it down the length of the ice. I'll give you the time. 15 seconds to go on the power play since TNT has not indicated it's a power play the entire time, except when they mistakenly had 2 minutes still to go on the power play. Already 15 seconds in. Now, hey, they got it just at 1 second. Good job. TNT did a thing. Back to 5-on-5. Going the other way, Montreal. Anderson sends it. It's behind the net. Picked up. Carolina over the red line. Pass and dumped in. Stankoven chases it behind the net. And it's sent out by Dobson to the neutral ice. Slavin dumps it in from the red line for Carolina. Far corner, battle for the puck. Back to the blue line. Pass behind the net. Stahl takes it to the far circle. Is that Stahl? I can't see the number. Shot blocked, sent out. Montreal dumps it in to the far corner. Suzuki there. Tipped away. And Montreal still has it, though. Suzuki looking. Passes. I think that's Anderson behind the net, or is it Struble? I think that's Struble. Yep, Struble sends one near circle, picked up by Slavkovsky to the near corner. Behind the net, Slavkovsky looking. Sends it to the slot, just knocked away by the Canes and sent down the length of the ice ahead of Robinson, and icing is what the whistle's for. 16:27 to go in the third period. That's what I figured. It took me a second. Hot Wax, what is up? Yes, Vegas won in 2023. Whoops, yeah. So the Florida Panthers won in 2025 and 2024, both over the Oilers, and the Vegas won it in 2023. Before that, Colorado won it in 2022, and then I think the Lightning 21 and 20. All right, Matheson in his own zone. And the Vegas made it to the Cup Finals in their inaugural year, but they lost. Gostisbehere's shot was wide. Blue line keeper, they get it back to Gostisbehere. He sends it around the net. It looks like Robinson with it at the point. Nope, that was Aho on the shot. 20, not 50. Sent out by the Habs, but picked up quickly by Nikishin. And Carolina dumps it in from the blue line. Picked up by Carrier for Montreal. Pass to Gooley. Sends it ahead. Far circle shot was blocked. That was Newhook. Sends it to the blue line and out. Couldn't keep it in. I believe that was Carrier. They dump it in again. No shots in the first 5 minutes for Montreal. 5 shots in 45 minutes of play. Yeesh. That's putrid. Ridiculously low. Pass to the blue line. Shot tipped wide into the near boards. Carrier to the far side. Shot was wide. Rebound centered. Oh, what a save by Anderson. That was a good pass. Good scoring opportunity for Montreal. But Anderson denies. 18-6 the shots. Carolina. 2-1 the score. Yeah, good save by Anderson. Why don't I just trying to scratch my ribs and I'm trying to go underneath the armrest for some reason. 14:28 to play. Come on, Montreal. What are we doing? Far circle draw. Carolina sends it out into the near corner. Robinson sends it around. Deneau gets there first, gets it out to the neutral ice, sends it ahead to Anderson. Anderson has Texier with him. Oh, he had to send it back up the far boards, though. Deneau couldn't get to it. Maybe Carolina sent it. Anderson skates it in. Slavin sends it out. Picked up Jankowski, who dumps it in. Picked up by Hudson behind his own net. We've already played 6 minutes. 1 shot on goal for Montreal. At least 2. I think 3 for Carolina. Near corner. Slavkovsky will... What is Slavkovsky doing? Passing to the far side. Hudson takes it behind his own net, sends it up the near boards. Tipped ahead. Nope, taken away. Nope, dumped in. What is going on? Hudson behind his own net. It's hard to figure out what's going on when TNT can't follow the puck. Sent up the far boards and taken away again by Carolina. Tipped by Ehlers. Martinook shot. Saved by Dobish. Hangs on. 13:04. That'll be the under 14 media timeout. Still 2-1 in favor of Carolina. Also shots in favor of Carolina. 18-6. I hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, please do me a favor. Hit that like button. We only need one more like to get to 20. Would like to get to 25. Consider hitting the subscribe button to the channel. Doing one or both does help to get the channel recommended to other viewers. This will help me grow the channel. Thank you all for your support. If you happen to have Twitch, please follow Sinbin Stream there as well. It's the same thing. It's the same live stream, but it is faster and commercial free. Thank you. Yep, I think the Habs will get the equalizer. We'll see how much time's left, though. I agree. Let's go, Habs. Tie this up. Agree, Dan. Pure Adrenaline Sports. PAS, how's it going? What's up with you? No, you're fine. I know you're busy with baseball. A lot of Mets. Yeah, I gotcha. If you don't watch with the Flyers done. Yeah, no trouble. Thanks, Pure Adrenaline. I appreciate you. Hope things are well with you and your channel. Follow Pure Adrenaline Sports. Does a lot of Mets games. I know he does other baseball as well. He does Flyers hockey sometimes during the season. If it's not preempted by the Mets. Sure, he does NFL in the fall too. And occasionally he'll do St. John's men's basketball, I think. What players are in the top 5 all time? Yeah, I had a few, but I did not come up with 5 on my own. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I could do some short videos maybe if you guys would be interested in that. I don't know if there's a market for that. It's kind of like if you've got Twitter, you're going to see what I've already got. Shot was wide off the face-off for Carolina into the far corner. Montreal pass. All right, time to switch the luck around here for Montreal. Turn the cap backwards. Might be time to change that sign too. All right, taking up the near side, and Jarvis gets hit in the corner. Evans behind the net, and pass to the near side. That would be Carrier for Montreal. I guess they're getting a line change. Gooley behind his own net. Carolina picked up their 19th shot. Gooley sends it ahead. Caulfield carries it in, dumps it in. Side of the net, a glove save. Won't be a save. It wasn't on net. Held on by Anderson at 12:06. Yeah, that should not be a shot on goal. Did that hit the post? Oh, they had a wide open net. Jarvis missed. He hit the side of the net. Yeah, I thought it hit the post but it just ricocheted off the net. Canadiens catch a break. Jarvis missed a wide open net. Tough angle, though. And Hudson's shot tipped, went off the netting in the corner above the glass. 11:55. Yeah. No, I'm thinking just in terms of videos. That might be a good idea. to do a video. Especially if I have the hoodie and I have the hat, and if I have a hoodie for the team. Oh, wonderful. TNT missed the draw. I don't know what is up with missing draws. Any network, any local too. Sent through to the far boards. Canadians could not keep it in. Suzuki, how is that not offside? Suzuki's shot, save, held on by Anderson. A whopping 7 shots on goal now for Montreal. Almost, well, what are we, 48 and a half minutes into the game. They have 7 shots. Yee. Oh, who won the most between Carolina, Vegas, and Avalanche? Well, not Vegas. Not Carolina, Avalanche. Montreal's won the most of anybody. But Avs have won more than a couple. Avs have won like 4, I want to say. Carolina's only won 1, I think. Vegas has only won 1. Kind of forgot Carolina had won 1. All right, there was another shot on goal, and Anderson saw it. Actually, that was wide. That shouldn't have counted. That one looked wide. Under 11:20. Montreal needing the equalizer here. Pass taken away by Montreal in their own end. Sent a long pass in behind the Kane net. Blue line. Tipped away. Gostisbehere. Long pass ahead. Robinson shot too high apparently. Or into the netting, I guess. Above the glass at 10:52. Yeah, I think did we get the under 14? I think we did. Woo! That was too high. That didn't miss the crossbar by much. May have hit Dobish in the shoulder or the mask and then went high. Yeah, he did leave. He correctly left Montreal out knowing the answer to that. I was just filling it in. Yeah, the Montreal is like the Yankees of the NHL, but they haven't won one in 32 years, almost 33 now. If they don't this year. 10:40 to go, another whistle. They did take that shot away. I knew they would. I'm like, there's no way that one was on net. So still 19-7 the shots. He was at the side when he made the save. $10:40 to go in the third, a 1-goal game. Carolina scored first. Montreal got the equalizer. Carolina got a goal in the second. Sent wide again. Dobson sent out by Carolina. Far boards, dump in. Behind the net, Dobish leaves it for a defenseman. Pass. Anderson turned it over. Blake now turned it over. Habs caught a break. Dump in from the red line by Carolina. Dobish plays it up the far boards, but not out. Blake again with the puck behind the net. Lost it. Picked up by the Canes, though. Stankoven tried to center it. Stankoven gets it back, leaves it. Shot by Walker. Too high. He keeps it in at the blue line, and it was blocked. Montreal getting a line change. Tried to dump it in, and Blake already took it away. And Carolina will head for a line change now. Approaching 9.5 minutes. 9:30 to play in the third period. Gostisbehere shot. Rebound taken by Newhook. Behind the net for a defenseman. Pass ahead. Up ahead. Newhook. right up the middle, shot too high into the far corner. Man, they have 7 shots, and we've played almost 51 minutes. That is just horrific. And that Struble shot, where did it go? I think it's in the uniform or in the skate. Yeah. Svechnikov just took it out of the top of his skate. Nobody knew where that puck was. And Carolina just picked up their 20th shot. Didn't we have a baseball pitcher get it in his uniform and they called it, did they call it a ground rule double or I don't remember. Even though the ball never touched the ground, I found that hard to believe. But Svechnikov had the puck in his skate and had to dig it out. Oh, okay, 3. I don't know why I thought it was 4. I guess just the 2 with Watt and then the 1 in 2022. Okay. I don't know why I thought 4. Yeah. Nice. Sounds good, Jack. Oh, just on quick updates on transactions. What you were talking about. Like I said, if you've got Twitter, it's not going to be much. I would just be saying, here's the transactions for the day. I don't know. I don't think I'd get a ton of views. Carolina in 06. I can never remember what year. Yep, 24, but they've been stuck on 24 for 32 years. 96-01, so both with Watt and then the 1 in 2022. Oh, Jean Bellevue. I should have thought of that. Okay, Jacques Lemaire, but only because you gave me a huge hint. Somebody else had Larry Robinson. I was right with Guy Lafleur and Henry Richard, but I was wrong with everybody else. So I got 2. I won't take credit for Lemaire. You gave me a hint. And somebody else got the Larry Robinson. Yeah, the problem is Urinating Tree always does one. I couldn't begin to compete with him. All right, thanks. But yeah, Urinating Tree always does a trade deadline stream. I can't remember what I was doing on the trade deadline instead. I don't remember. Back underway. I guess I could even make it a short, but I don't know. I'm not about shorts. All right, Martinook sends it behind the Montreal net. Stahl trying to find somebody. Stahl sends it to the slot. Eventually, shot was wide. That was a good pass by someone from the far corner. I think it was Ehlers. Ehlers is out there. I didn't see who missed the shot. Oh, I forgot to switch the sign for Montreal. I think it's time. I don't know if any of them had good luck with them. I think we need to go with mobile gas when we can. All right, Montreal waiting behind their own net for what? I don't know. And my mic is driving me crazy. Dumped in from the blue line. Rebound off, sent out by Carolina. Demidov picks it up in his own zone. Lost the puck. Carrier knocks it backwards. Goulet will pick it up behind the Montreal net. Goulet to Carrier. Carrier up ahead. Tipped into the crowd. 7:31. And suddenly an 8th shot now for Montreal. All right, let's try to change the luck here. Whoops. Little mobile gas here. Whoops, for Montreal. Is it? Yeah, it's still reflecting the light a little. I don't have time to mess with it though. All right, face off, far circle. Where's the puck, TNT? Sent in. Dobish already behind his net playing it to the far corner. Texier pass up ahead to Carrier. Pass to Anderson towards the slot. Shot, Carrier. Scramble in front of the crease. Goal! There it is, the equalizer. Habs tie it up at 2-2. Yeah, scramble in front of the crease. They get the equalizer. They've scored twice on 9 shots. Wow. Anderson from Deneau and Carrier. 7:09 remaining. 12:51 the time of goal. Yes, somebody sent it 5-hole. Anderson. Anderson passed Anderson. He was trying to sit down on it, and for a brief second, there was a gap, and it went 5-hole. Anderson ties it up. Wow, what a shocker from Carrier. I had the feeling they were going to get it, but, 9 shots. They are efficient. Behind their own net. Game on. It's got to be the mobile gas sign, right? You have to switch the signs up. We had an icing, and Caulfield is down. What's the call?
Shortly after that, they score. Back at the other end. Watch this. Dover shoots this puck around. Look at Cooley in the corner right there. He points up. He had the best seat in the house for where that puck went in. He'd probably be the only guy to be able to answer. Did it go out?
Why would Cooley be pointing out if Dobish hit it off the net? That's not good awareness. That would have been a penalty. Unless somebody tipped it. Oh, great. Behind the net cam. All right, finally back to the regular cam. Up ahead. Pass Suzuki to Matheson. Shot too high. Rebound far boards. Matheson kept it in. Now they take it out to neutral ice. 3rd career multi-goal playoff game, first since 2021. Anderson, with both goals, 4th and 5th of the playoffs. Matheson all the way back behind his net. What are we doing? That was a shot. I think that hit the side of the net for Taylor Hall. They counted it on NHL.com, though. 6 minutes remaining here in the 3rd period. Anderson sends it ahead. Behind the net for Bolduc. Pass gets away. Carolina, they were countering, and then they lost it at the neutral ice. Miller takes it back. Cross-ice pass to the near boards. Carrier got it, and then who sent it in? Doc, but then it went into the netting above the glass, I guess. 5:31, that should be a whistle. I guess the under 6 media timeout. Here's how we got to 2-2. Anderson from Carrier and Deneau. Deneau to Anderson. Anderson gets it towards the crease. That's just a mess in front of the net. Here I can't see anything. It came to Anderson, and he sent it 5-hole just as Anderson, the goalie for Carolina, was like sitting down because, he had the legs stretched out, and he had just enough room to slide it 5-hole. Yeah, you couldn't see much on that replay. Oh man, I'm way behind. The poll? Yeah, the only place I see the poll in the YouTube chat, we have 37 votes, is on my desktop for some reason. We have 37 votes, 65% for Montreal, 35% for Carolina. I gotcha. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that's true. I would make mine PG. Okay, maybe. Yeah. Second? That's a good question. Oh, Detroit with 13, thanks. Leafs have 11. Ah, awesome. Hey, Hot Wax, what's up? Ooh. Oh, on the goal. Gotcha. Yeah, thank you. Small number of shots. Yeah, I know. They won a game on 9 shots. I guess. I guess, the hat didn't quite do it, switching it. Hadn't done it in a while. Canadiens 24, Wings 13, Leafs 11, Bruins and Blackhawks 6. Huh. Oilers and Penguins 5. Oh, yeah. Twins beat the Red Sox. Okay, thanks, Jack. All right, we are back from commercial break. Looks like it's a face-off just outside the neutral zone for Carolina. Carolina's zone. Habs got it, dumped it in, but it's already sent out to Aho. Wait, we got a whistle. What's the whistle for at 5:24? Yep, they updated the shots. 22-10. I thought that one hit the side of the net or the post. That one shot by Taylor Hall should not have been a shot on goal. All right, I guess that was a false start on the draw. We're just redoing it. Now a dump in by Montreal. Far corner. Sent to the near boards. And sent behind the net. Dobson trying to dig it out. Sends it behind the net. Nobody there, though. Jarvis has it for the Canes. Pass ahead to Gostish Bear. Taken away, sent to the neutral ice, but quickly Carolina. Nope, taken away. Evans, far circle, pass to Newhook, shot. Where is it? Anderson was looking behind him. He was to the side of the net, and then the puck got knocked to the near corner. Recentered for Demidov. He couldn't get a stick on it. Svechnikov, and then it was dumped in, by Jarvis. Behind the net. And Montreal waiting either for a line change or a breakout. They turned it over. Slavin, far circle, sends it. Tried to hit Hall in the slot. He's trying to dig it out of the corner. 2-2 with 4:09 to play now in the third period. Pass to the slot. Shot was wide by Stahl. Whew. And sent. Still not sent. TNT thought it was sent. It was not. Dump in. Are back to their own defensive zone. Chatfield sends it out. Hudson will take it behind his own net for the Habs. Sent to the neutral ice. Up ahead. Anderson again. It's knocked away by Miller to Blake. Blake sends it ahead. Dumped in. That is Stankoven. Now Hudson sends it up the near boards. Caulfield with the puck. Slavkovsky sent it. Now it's kept in, I think, by Struble. But the Canes get it out. 22-11 the shots. That one's wide of the net. Hudson will pick it up and wait for the line change. Less than 3 minutes to go in regulation. Pass to the far circle. Pass to the near side. Sent to the far side. They tied it up. Into the near corner. Bolduc gets hit. Coughed up the puck. Doc couldn't get to it. It's sent out. Carolina the other way. Near corner. Martinuk trying to dig it out. It's pinned along the boards. Bolduc there. Somebody else is there too. It's sent around. Kept in. Miller's shot. Dobish steers it aside to the far corner. Martinuk whiffed on the pass. Carrier trying to get to it from Montreal. Martinuk to the blue line. Chatfield a shot. That's blocked. Oh, glove save, actually, by Hudson. I'm sorry, Dobish, and he hangs on. So that should be another shot on goal for Carolina. Yeah, Anderson had a nice shot earlier. He didn't know where it was, though. Yeah, and somebody sent one through the crease just wide of the bar or the post. That was close for Carolina. 2:06 to go. Far circle draw. Face off. Matheson sends it out. Up ahead. Far circle shot. Tipped into the netting above the glass at 158. I mean, a lot of goalies didn't wear masks until they became mandatory. Bernie Perrant was the first one to wear it. Yeah. Oh, sorry, not Bernie. Jacques Plante. Yep. I had the wrong goalie. Hartford Whalers reincarnation. Nice. That's awesome. Got to get out the Brass Bonanza song. All right, back to the new defensive zone. Pass to the neutralize. Taken away. Canes have it. That is Carrier for the Canes. Trying to center it. It goes behind the net, though. Sent around again. Try to wrap around. Sent it through the crease into the near boards. Miller sends it around. Jankowski there. Robinson digging it out. Back to the blue line. Shot blocked. Canadians get it out to neutralize. Miller a dump in from the red line. Carolina getting a line change. 23-12 are the shots. Red line dump in for Montreal. Anderson plays it off the near boards. Ehlers has it. Fell to his knees. Newhook took it away. Newhook dumps it in. Under a minute remaining. Under 45 seconds remaining, actually. Battle for the puck and the near boards. And Demidov can't. Demidov has it. Takes it to the near corner. Evans near circle. Back to the blue line. Shot by Carrier through traffic. Blocked. 20 seconds to go. Demidov pass to Evans. How was that not offside? Evans' shot is blocked. Sent around behind the net. 10 seconds to go. Miller tries to play it out. Matheson couldn't keep it in. 4 seconds. Neutralize. Into the near corner. That's it. We are heading to overtime. And tempers flaring a little bit. Overtime intermission is 15 minutes. There are no more under 14, under 10, under 6 media timeout commercial breaks. They just take a brief break. First whistle under 10. I thought it was when it wasn't icing. I saw them treat the ice after an icing, I think the last overtime game. They take that, first whistle after 10 minutes to treat the ice. That's the only break the players get. So again, Anderson on that mess in front of the crease sent it 5-hole underneath Anderson. Shots are 23-12. And we'll get this out of the way. If you've been with the channel a long time, Mr. OT, we had a lot of overtime and shootouts in the regular season. I think it's been tempered down a little bit, to be honest. In the playoffs, hasn't been too terrible. I should probably plug in that phone. Yes. The Zambonis come out still during the intermission 3. It's just that it's 15 minutes shorter. I'm sorry, it's 15 minutes. It's shorter. It's 3 minutes shorter. Oh, they added a shot for the Canes. All right. My Whalers have some pretty good players. Go Habs, says Hot Wax. Line, Gostishbear, Luke Dubois, Nelson. It was a Avs player. Knight from the Hawks, formerly Florida, and Nikita Zadorov. Yeah. Which coach pulls the goalkeeper back with 7 minutes to go in 3? They came back and won. Yeah, maybe. I can't think off the top of my head. Yeah, we are only, what, 2 hours and like 23 minutes. So had that ended in regulation, that is a pretty quick game. Patrick Waugh, Minnesota North Star. Oh yeah, I like Uyghur. Yeah, sorry I'm getting to these late. You were right. You recalled it, Richard. Oh wow, I gotcha. Oh, that's who Jack was answering it. Yeah, yeah. Or giving a hint that it was the North Stars. Gotcha. So I missed that. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember that. Nice. That is cool. That sounds good. Yep. Right. Yeah, yeah. No. I was just trying to say that there's no more commercial timeouts at under 14, under 10, and under 6. They just obviously the Zambonis are out now, but during the overtime, the only break they get is when they do the ice treatment under 10. So yeah, I didn't mean to say that they don't treat the ice now. Yeah, that was huge. Didn't think, was starting to doubt it a little bit. Aces 71, Sparks 70, 46.8 to go in the third in Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas. Good game between the Aces and Sparks. Aces have won 4 straight. They lost their home and season opener the night they got their rings. They got blown out by the Mercury like 99-66, but they haven't looked back since. Knicks up 67-62 on the Cavs in the third, 8:34 and still to go in that quarter. Did we get any other finals? I'm not sure. Any new ones? Nope. No commercial breaks during OT. Yeah, that's what my main emphasis was. There's like no time for the players to catch their breath. It goes quick. Yeah, they try to shorten it up as best they can. That's why these guys get so exhausted so quick. Not only are they getting 3 minutes less than intermission, there's no commercial breaks. I mean, I'm not saying the networks won't interject one maybe side by side, but you don't get a full 2 or 3 minute commercial break. Nope. Not in overtime. Not in, I was going to say, not in the postseason, but you don't get a timeout break in regular season either. They rip right through the 5-minute 3-on-3 and then go to the shootout. Like just a minute break between the OT and shootout. I can't remember which finals I didn't get. Anything new? Oh, Stros shut out the Cubs 3-0. I don't think I had that final. Well, Blue Jays beat the Pirates 5-2. I think we knew that. Phillies over the Guardians 3-0. Somebody announced Twins over the Red Sox 4-2 already. Marlins beat the Mets 4-1. Oh, okay, that's why Pure Adrenaline Sports stopped by. Nats beat the Braves 2-0. Royals, I think we already got that one. Royals over the Mariners 5-0. I don't know. A couple games postponed in Baltimore and for the Yankees. Still 2 games to start in less than a half hour. 3 in progress. All right, I may need to take a break, rest my voice a little bit too. Oh, go through the numbers. 2-2 the score, 24-12 the shots. Carolina face-offs 22-19. Montreal 0-2 power play. Montreal 0-3 Carolina. That sounds right. Finally. 43 hits to 15 Carolina. 20-16 block shots Carolina. 19-15 giveaways Carolina. 7-4 takeaways Carolina. Wow. Yep, they are. They're definitely a grind to the extreme. That's no doubt. All right, let me cue up the music. I got to take a break. What the heck? I hit the wrong button. Oh my gosh, my neighbor has a really loud truck. All right, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hey, we got the 22. Could we please make it 25? All right, my clock is about 25 seconds ahead of give or take, or give about 2 more seconds. 25 seconds ahead of TNT's, so we're good. Like and subscribe, please. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Doing one or both does help to get the channel recommended to other viewers. This will help me grow the channel. I thank you all for your support. If you happen to have a Twitch account, please follow Sinbin Stream there as well. Same stream. It's faster and commercial free. All right, let me cue up the music and take a break. Thanks, everybody. right, we're back. Sorry, a little late. Overtime records in the postseason. Montreal 3-2, Carolina 3-0. Oof. All right. Underway in the overtime. 10 seconds have been ticked off. Carolina in black, left to right. Puck is in the near corner. Habs in white, right to left. Kept in, sent around, near corner. Habs send one wide into the far corner. Long shot from the blue line behind the net. Habs trying to dig it out. Sent behind the net into the near corner. 40 seconds in, and Habs can't get it out of their own zone yet. Suzuki behind the net. Pass far circle. Near circle, Slavkovsky taken behind the net again, this time by Dobson. Sent to the neutral ice. Picked up. Demidov finally near circle in the corner. Missed Newhook taken away. Carolina 3-on-2. Slavkovsky far circle shot. Too high. Sent behind the net. Aho. Blue line shot, I think by Walker, and sent out. Was it Walker or was it Carrier? Up ahead. Carolina with the puck again. No shots on goal registered yet. Pass to the far circle. That one may have been a shot. That's a save. Going the other way. Evans retreats. Evans sends it. Anderson tips it in. Anderson, the goalie for the Canes, sends it to the near boards. They send it out. Anderson for Montreal lost the puck to the neutral ice, sent in by Carolina. No icing. Struble sends it to the near boards. Another hit by Carolina. They got a lot. Taylor Hall centered it. It went through to the far circle. Nobody can keep. It's like a hot potato. Nobody wants it. Sent to the neutral ice. And that is Nikishin with the puck. Nikishin goes by Texier. Far circle, far corner. Deneau with the puck. Can't get it out. Finally, pass to the neutral ice. Doc will dump it in on net. First shot on goal. Well, they didn't count that? Robinson's pass gets knocked into the near corner by the Habs. Now they get it back and send it out ahead to neutral ice. Taken away again by Carolina. Cannot get this off my glasses. Sent behind the net. Carrier sends it through. It goes to the near boards. Picked up by Bolduc. Cross-ice pass. Dump in, though. Chatfield sends it out. Pass ahead. Right up the middle. Shot and a goal. It's over. Carolina wins. Unbelievable. 3-2. Nothing going right for Montreal in the overtime. The goal was with 16:31 remaining. So 3:29 into the overtime. And the series is tied up 1 apiece. Ehlers from Jankowski and Chatfield. I never know how to say his name. Carolina 26-12 on the shots, 3-2 on the scoreboard. Final score 1-1. 40%. And I will try to catch up on the chat here. Whoops, I thought I was typing. 40% of the 48 votes were right that the Canes would prevail. Yeah, that was not a very good overtime period for Montreal. I don't know what they were doing. I can't even hear him. And nobody got back. I don't know what happened, though. Dobson was the only defender back. It was an odd man break. Chatfield played it off the boards. Quick pass ahead to Ehlers. Yeah, Chatfield to Jankowski to Ehlers. Dobson was trying to get back, but I mean, there was only so much he could do. It was a 2-on-1. Dobish got beat blocker side. That one that went 5-hole on him really cost them. That was a bad goal. I don't blame him on this one. Here's the visualizer. All right, so Bolduc with a bad pass. Yeah, bad. Kapanen, though, turned it over, I think. Kapanen had it. Chatfield with a good pass. Jankowski with another good pass. Ehlers buried it. Here, we'll watch it one more time. So Bolduc sends it across. Looked like Kapanen touched it there, but Chatfield got it. Sent it to Jankowski. Bolduc couldn't get back. Matheson was tied up with Robinson, and Dobson kind of hung out to dry in a 2-on-1, and Dobish got beat blocker side. Yeah. Bad pass by Bolduc, but it looked like the turnover was probably on Kapanen, though. Yeah, well, at least they stole one on the road, or got one on the road. Ehlers for the winner. Plus, Ehlers had 2 goals, so very deserving star 1. Robinson 1 goal, and Chatfield 2 assists. So they ignored Anderson's 2 goals. How is Anderson not one of the top 3 players in the game when he had the only 2 Montreal? That's insane. I guess because Chatfield assisted on the game winner. I don't know. That sounds like a little bit of home sports writer shenanigans to me. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe before you head out, and follow on Twitch. I'm going to end the Twitch stream right now. Looks like we got a follower on Twitch. That's awesome. Montreal loses 3-2. Well, that was quick. Quick and less painful, I guess. All right, ending the Twitch stream. Alrighty, let's take a look. Final numbers. 3-2 the score. 26-12 the shots, Carolina. Let me catch up on the chat. I know I'm way behind. Yeah, thank you, Ronson. Appreciate it. Go Habs. Thanks for the kind words. Even though they beat Sabres. Gotcha. Go Carolina. Habs are playing terrible tonight, but take a luck win. Yeah, well, we're 1-1. Well, they finally improved to 2-16, but that's incredible. So they only so they got what? That's 3 sweeps then, right? 3 sweeps and 1 game 5. Oof. Advanced to the Cup final and then lost to Detroit in 5. Oh, wow. Go Habs go. Series tied. Yep. Dang, Bolduc. Swept by Pittsburgh, Boston in 19, Florida 23. Won a single game against Florida in 2025. Yeah, no worries. Had to know this series would go a few. Yeah. Again, though, he sent it to, like, Kapanen, though. I think Kapanen may have turned it over. I'd have to get a good look at it, but I hear you. Yep, Ehlers made him pay. Wow. 2-18. Yee. Gotcha. Yep. Well, past performances don't really affect the current roster, though. Yeah, Dobish was stretched out about as far as he could do. Just a super shot, super accurate shot by Ehlers. All right, so it is 1-1 through 2 games. Game 3, if you're just here for this series, understood. Monday, 7 Central on Memorial Day in the States. We'll just get a quick check of the scoreboard and then call it a night. Aces trail the Sparks 82-76. 5:59 to go in the fourth. Knicks up 10 on the Cavs. Still 1:15 to go in the third. 87-77. All right, so we'll be back tomorrow night, 7:05. Likely 7:15 puck drop. Same for Monday. We'll have Mercury Dream. So game 3 in Las Vegas. Golden Knights up 2-0. Game 3 in Montreal. Series tied 1-1. So we'll have at least one game 5 going forward. All right. Thank you all for being here. Nice. Yes, of course. Ronson, cheers. Thanks, Connor. Appreciate you for the trivia. Thank you, Jack. All right. That's going to do it. Hope to see you in the next one. Plenty of hockey coming up. WNBA, a little bit of MLB as well. Until next time, Sinbin Stream. Wishing you all the best. Have a great weekend. Hope to see you tomorrow. Good night and bye-bye. Thank you, Chris, and you're welcome. All right. Bye-bye.